Does Martin Mayhew or Doug Peters know how to pick talent?
Adam Peters.
Adam Peters. Yeah. Do they both know how to pick talent like John Lynch?
Well, let me tell you this. I was talking
Adam
to
Peters
an agent recently, and the agent felt he could be wrong. He's not in the organization, but he felt that Peters is the superstar in that front office. He's the guy that teams are going to want, and he's the guy the Niners need to keep. And what he said was, look, Peters is a talent evaluator. Lynch has other qualities, but he's not really a talent evaluator. And the way you can see it, has he even added a safety to this roster who's good? That's his position.
Oh, we don't need a safety.
I'm just saying, that's his position. I think the perception around the league is that Lynch does a lot of things for the 49ers, but actually evaluating talent might be down the list.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
All right, so we do agree with this.
I think so too.
Jimmy Ward is a top 5 safety in the league right now.
I don't know if he's top 5 safety. He's a good safety. Yeah. He's a versatile safety. He breaks bones, but he's very versatile. You can play him in the slot. You can play him at strong. You play him at free. He doesn't get you a lot of picks and fumbles, but he's super solid. He's real solid.
Name the 4 that's above him.
I don't know, man. Jamal Adams, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I don't know. I mean, we could do it.
And then you got the kid with the Chargers. He's pretty good.
Derwin, yep.
Derwin James. But otherwise than that, like who else? You know what I'm saying? Like Earl Thomas has obviously lost a step. You know what I'm saying? So
I
can't really name much guy. You know,
it was raining.
Jimmy.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't mean to knock Jimmy. I'm just trying to say that certain people in the league question whether John Lynch is really picking the players, and they say like, "Well, look, he's a safety. The safeties they have, they inherited from Balky." I think a lot of people really feel that Peters is the guy who finds these undrafted guys, these guys late in the draft. Maybe they're wrong.
I truly believe that.
But I think there's probably something to it because I've heard it from a lot of people.
Yeah. So what you're
saying? Peters, he picked Von Miller, and
So basically, what you guys are saying is this might be more of a play for us to keep Adam Peters more than.
That's what JD said. I actually think it's a play to elevate Martin Mayhew because I think the person who's really picking, I mean, Peters does homework. He does legwork. He does research. But the people who make the executive decisions are Kyle and his dad, Kyle and Mike. So to me, I think, is Peters necessary? Maybe. Final decision is on Kyle.
Right.
And I think the person he trusts the most is his dad, like in The Godfather. Okay. That's his wartime consigliere.
I see.
Dad, what do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, Mike's not making decisions, Kyle is, but that's who he trusts.
Yeah.
That's just the way I read it. So, like, is Adam Peters important? Yeah. But I think from the Shanahan's perspective, they pick the players anyway. It might be more important to elevate Martin Mayhew and make the organization look better. It's something he said that was important for the league to do, and he might do it.
But how would John feel about that?
How do you think John feels about not getting an extension the same day Kyle did? I'd be at the very minimum confused, and at the most angry. Really, what's going on there? Unless there's something I don't understand. It seemed it would be so easy to knock them off on the same day. They came in together, do it on the same day. But maybe they'll announce an extension for him on Wednesday.
Yeah,
or Monday.
That's
maybe it's coming.
Everybody off.
Yeah, I think it's coming, bro.
Maybe it's coming.
All right.
I hope it is because he deserves it. Let's say that. Let's be clear.
I don't think it's coming.
He definitely deserves it.
He deserves it, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen till after the season. After the season.
Interesting. Why?
He's gonna evaluate.
I don't disagree, but why?
Just gonna see how the season goes.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Niners
I just feel like
made it clear
there's no rush. There's no rush for. Right.
I think they're putting most of the credit on Kyle, and they're saying we like John, but we could still see a little bit more. Whereas with Kyle, we've seen enough. He's great. He is a top 5 head coach in the league right now. John, he's doing really good for a guy who had no background at this and was a broadcaster just 3. I think it's kind of like that.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see.
All right. So this next topic.
This is what last take real quick. General manager, John Lynch. The word general manager, he manages generally over. You know what I'm saying? He has his experts that he relies on, like Adam Peters and Mayhew. Like you said, those are the stars. I think.
Yes.
I think those are the one that's more valuable. Like John Lynch is just the mouthpiece, and
the fact that his ego isn't too big is an asset, because it's hard to find a general manager who is willing to take input. right? Because general managers think they're the smartest people in the world. Trent Baalke did.
Facts.
Exactly.
Like Vic Fangio would tell him, Trent, do not draft Tank Carradine. He doesn't fit my defense. And Trent would be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. I know better than you. I'm going to draft Tank Carradine, and he's going to work in your defense. It's like, what are you doing? So John Lynch doesn't have that kind of ego, and most GMs do. And the Niners need to not convince themselves that he has no purpose in the organization, because he's been just as important as Kyle and these other people in his own way.
Instrumental, yes.
Instrumental.